While many people have expressed their pleasure and happiness with the reintroduction of the chase format in 2026 for NASCAR's top three major series, one person who has provided a alternative view is two-time Cup Series champion and one of the winningest drivers in the history of NASCAR, and Kyle Busch. He is quoted as saying, "I thought we got away from it for a reason in the past, so I'm not real sure why we went back to it," end quote. Going further, the reason why we sort of went away from it was obviously Jimmy Johnson's dominance, number one, but I feel like number two is there were times where guys like myself who would have one bad race or two that would then knock them out of a championship, basically. Like I finished third one year, I finished fifth another year just from having a wreck in one race. Like Talladega, you get caught up in a wreck and boom, you can't make up enough points to get back to the championship, but you're going to finish third in points. I got wrecked at Kansas one year and that put me fifth in the championship, I think. So it's just stuff like that I don't really agree with it, end quote. So considering Kyle Busch benefited greatly from the playoff format, missing races after a leg injury he suffered in a O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Daytona, accident there knocked him out for about 10 weeks. Had to get back in the car, had to win a race and then get into the top 30 in points, did so at Sonoma, and then further advanced to get himself in a position to compete for the championship, then had to do so in the 10 races and go out and won at Homestead Miami Speedway for his championship in 2015, and then was able to do the same thing again in 2019 without missing any races to validate that first championship. In terms of the fact that he's been around for the chase format in the past, the start of his career was around the time of the start of the chase, and he's ran through different versions of it. He went and said, with the racing the way that it is today and everybody running over everybody all the time, you might see everybody, all 16 of us, have a bad race, end quote. So if all of us have a bad race, then that could sort of be construed as your throwaway and you've got to be good in the other 9. But who's to say? We don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But obviously everybody's going to look toward, the regular season, maximizing all the stage points, things like that, points racing basically, and that lends itself to having to qualify good on Saturdays in order to be up there, up front, holding onto your track position for the first stage, getting that stage point. That's probably our number one holdback with RCR, is that we don't tend to qualify good and hold on to our first stage point. That's what really got hurt throughout the season, is just our stage points and how much we have there. So we got to get better on all that. So we'll see. That'll be something to look at as we go through the 2026 Cup Series season, is how RCR improves in qualifying and how the 8 and 3 cars perform early in races and in general during when stage points are provided. And based on that, maybe we might see Kyle Busch win again for the first time in a few years.